Good morning, everyone. Happy Sunday. Tracy.bish here, your Stampin' Up demonstrator from Central Victoria, Australia. Hopefully you're all doing really well on this Sunday. I hope you're having a really great weekend. I've just had to change things around a little bit. I had my phone on charge that I usually do my videos with. It didn't charge last night, so when I've grabbed it off this morning as I was coming down to do my live, it was completely flat. So I do apologise. I'm on my newer phone, but for some reason my lights flicker really badly. I've changed the settings, but anyway, they flicker really badly with my lights, so I've had to turn my lights off, so it's a little bit dark. I really do apologise. I have no idea why a newer phone like this has this much trouble with lighting, but anyway. As you're popping on, please pop on and say hello. Let me know where you're watching from. And good morning, Glenda. How are you? So I'm super excited for this week's challenge. It's a little different to our normal challenges. I've actually picked out an item from the catalogue, and it's in the annual catalogue. It's one that's been around with us for quite a while, and I'm sure most of you have used, and you may even have in your stash. It's window sheets, which window sheets are a clear plastic. They come in 12 by 12. You get 2 sheets in the pack, so I want to show you those first. Hi Pam, how are you? Hi Deborah. Alright, so like I said, they come in 12 by 12. The reorder code, if you're after the reorder code, is 142314. I recommend having these in your stash because they are a great tool when you're creating really wow cards as well as 3D items. So it's like a thick plastic. There are a few things that you could use instead if you don't have window sheets. So most of our packaging has really thick plastic like this, especially kids' toys. So you might be able to, as you get these packaging, keep them. And I used to do that when my kids were a little bit younger, so it used to save me a little bit of money. The things that you could also use would be laminating sheets that have ran through the laminator. They have this similar consistency. What else is there? Yeah, I think, but I'm sure you could come up with a few others. Good morning, Rachel. How are you? Good morning, Marion. Marion woke up cuddling the last heat of her hot water bottle. Yeah, I got up and turned the heater on this morning, so it is a little chilly here this morning. So this is the challenge for this week, is window sheets. So let me show you the card that we're going to create today. It's this one here. Oh, thank you, Deborah. Deborah's just asked everyone to give me a thumbs up and subscribe. Thank you. I would really appreciate if you haven't already to do that as well. So look at this. This is such a cute card. I'm calling it a see-through card. There's probably a more technical name. It is so cute, and it's using a couple of new items in our mini catalogue, our celebration catalogue, and also our annual catalogue. So let me show you some of the products. The first product is the gorgeous Hippest Hippos. This is a free celebration item that you can choose when you're purchasing in my online store with a $90 order. Now, if you make a $180 order before postage, you can also choose the dies. So you can get the stamp set and the die set, which is amazing. This is a really awesome little set to be able to have. So I highly recommend that one. So I wanted to show you that today. I also have used the celebration tag dies. Now this is part of a bundle. It's also one of the bundles I'm using with my Papershare add-on class. Look at this. These are so cool. There is tags for all occasions. You've got birthday, you've got Valentine's, you've got Christmas and winter, and you've got some really great extra banners, and I can't wait to get in and start using this set. So we're using this one, and I'm just grabbed out the gorgeous stitched heart, which is always fun, as well as the stitched circle. It is cute, thank you. Glenda says she keeps the window sheets from her stamps. that was the other thing that I wanted to tell you. So on our, and I'm really sorry about this flickering, on our, not our cling stamp sets, but our photopolymer stamp sets, they have 2 sheets, and I might be able to grab one out and show you. So if you're just popping on, what's actually happened is I put my phone, my normal phone that I video with, on the charger last night, and it didn't work. So I'm on my newer phone that flickers terribly. I've turned the lights off. I've just got my main light on, but it still flickers really bad. I've changed the settings, it doesn't work, so I have no idea. So there's 2 plastics with your photopolymer stamp. So one really thin one and then a really thick one. You could use the thick one, take all your stamps off that and use that. So thank you so much, Glenda, for reminding me of that one. I probably should have wrote those things down. Alrighty. The other thing that we're using is this gorgeous DSP. This is the Host DSP in the annual catalogue. It is a huge pack, and I'm so excited. My huge pack of DSP from the mini catalogue is on its way here, so I'm really excited. I've seen it in videos with other demonstrators, and it's a huge set, 48 sheets of 12 by 12, and the occasions and the beautiful papers in it is really, really beautiful. So here is this pack. This is in the annual catalogue, so it's going to be around for a whole year. I love the colours. I love the little designs. You've got different designs, flowers and kites. Can't go wrong, and really nice colours as well. Alrighty. So the one we're using today is actually this one, the pool party, and then the opposite side, which is really pretty. This print actually reminds me of a DSP that we had a few years ago. You might remember it. Alrighty. So let's grab my kit. I'm also using some new embellishments from the mini catalogue. These are the fine sparkle adhesive back gems, which are gorgeous. So that's part of that gnome suite. So if you're interested. All right, so I have pre-cut my pieces of DSP. So we've got those. I've got some scrap for our die cutting in petal pink. Some pieces of pool party ready to go, and it's basic white thick cardstock. Now if you would like to create this card at home, you certainly can. I have got the measurements on my blog, so you can head over to my blog and get the measurements over there. So this is a piece of A4 cut down at 4 1/4. I'm just going to score in half, and then what we're going to do is I'm going to put that score line at the 2-inch mark like that and chop it off. And this is going to give part of our card base, so just like that. And then with this piece here, I'm also going to go and pop it at the 2-inch mark, and that's going to be our bottom piece of our see-through card. So as you can see, just like that. Keep this piece here. This is what we're going to be doing a little bit of stamping with the hippo. So you're going to need that one, and you will need, I'm going to need my paper trimmer again in a minute because I haven't cut my window sheet just yet. So I'm just going to use my bone folder, get that nice and straight. Super cute, hey? All right. What I'm going to do, we're going to be colouring in this gorgeous little hippo. So I'm going to stamp my hippo with the Memento Tuxedo black ink. If you are using stamping blends, the Tuxedo ink is what you're going to use. Don't use StazOn or any other inks. This one will stay where it is and it won't affect any of your stamping blends. The formulation is perfect for stamping blends, the alcohol markers. So I want to leave that to dry just a little bit before we colour that in. All right, so I'm going to move on to our die cutting, and I'm pretty sure we're going to be able to use our mini machine tonight or today because I'm using 2 small dies, which is fantastic. It doesn't take up so much room on my desk. Alrighty. So what we do need is the petal pink, and my piece is a little bit big, so I can cut that down. But I'm also going to need my 2 dies, which is the heart and the circle. So you don't need too much cardstock there, just a little bit, but I'm just going to cut that off down a little bit to run through the machine. So if you cut it at 2 inches, that's all you need width-wise to do that die cutting. That gives you plenty of room. So let's run that one through. We're also going to run it through with some pool party cardstock. We need another circle. And I love that these are stitched. They're super cute. Tags with all that stitched design. Look at that. Lovely. And my pool party piece. Just gonna quickly chop that down a little, and we can run that one through as well. So this little mini machine, the cut and emboss machine, works really well for our smaller dies and embossing folders, and fits so much nicely on your desk. So we have our dies ready to go. Let me pop those back in my sheet. We can get rid of this one. And I want to just cut my window sheet as well, and then we're sort of ready to start popping everything together. So for our window sheet, we do need to cut it down to 3 3/4 by 4 inches. So it's already at 3 3/4 by 4 inches. And it cuts really nicely with the paper trimmer. So cute. Alrighty. We should be right to now colour in, and I will have to bring my cut and emboss machine back in, my little mini, because I'm going to die cut another little hippo here just to pop on the back of him. When you use your alcohol markers or your stamping blends, they do bleed through your cardstock, and you could really see it. So when the card's open, you could see the ink on the back side, and I didn't really like that look, so I actually cut another hippo out and popped him on behind him. It also gives him a little bit more strength with that double pop-up. Alrighty, so I'm going to start with, I've got Smoky Slate, Pool Party and Petal Pink. I'm going to start with the light Smoky Slate and do his nose, snout, I'm not really sure what the hippos call it. And I'm doing basic colouring, so really easy. And while I have that out, I just want to do his little nails, or her nails, because she has a tutu on. There we go. And then we're going to come in with the dark and do the nostrils, and then the hands, the legs, and the rest of the face with the dark. So in the hippo set, there's actually 3 hippos that you can choose from. Let me bring it in and show you. 3 hippos that you can choose from. There's one with the ballet skirt on, like the one we're doing here. One with a flower, and then one just looks like he's dancing. So they're really cute little designs. I love that every catalogue Stampin' Up has cute critters in their catalogues. So we've had the darling donkey. That was a cute one as well. So you have 2 months to be able to get this set for free. So July and August. For a $90 order, you can pick up the Hippos stamp set, Hippest Hippos. And then if you spend $180 before postage, you can actually pick up the dies as well, which I highly recommend getting both. They complement each other really well. And there's dies in there that are not part of the stamp set, so you can really step your card up with those dies. So if you didn't get to see them before, here they are here. I don't have them on my magnetic sheet yet. I'm getting to it. So I've got Pool Party. I'm just going to colour in the little tutu. And on my sample, I've come back through with Wink of Stella. And although it probably doesn't pick it up on the camera here, it is so pretty. That extra sparkle and shine really sets the card off. Okay, so let's bring in our petal pink, and I'm going to colour in with the dark. So the little leotard is coloured in with petal pink dark. I'm also going to colour in her shoes because ballet shoes are pink. And just with the light, I want to do just the inside of the ears. Now you could do cheeks as well, just to add a little bit of colour, but that's cute. I'll grab my Wink of Stella quickly as well. And we'll do the little skirt. Has anyone got plans for the day? Are you doing anything exciting? I'm actually going to do the whole tutu. Why not? A little extra sparkle never hurts. Okay. So that is done. I'm going to bring in that die and we're going to quickly die cut. That's this one here. Yep. And of course it's not one of my cards without some embossing. Yes, Judith, it would look really nice heat embossed in the black. Yes, definitely. That would make it stand out that little bit more, which is always lovely. So just line this gorgeous hippo up, run this one through. And then with that little extra piece, I'm going to run this through again. Now it's not going to cut out completely, which it doesn't matter. We just need mainly the top of that die to pop on the back of our hippo to hide the alcohol markers. But this is all with half a piece of A4 cardstock, so that's great. You're not using lots of little extras. Pop that down. All right, so we can start popping our card together. There is one more thing which we might do that before we get going. We have the Pool Party. In the stamp set we're using You're Always On Point, which works perfectly with the ballet theme here. We're going to heat emboss this sentiment onto the Pool Party with white embossing powder. So that's the basics set. So I have that here. Which is perfect. And then I might actually use my tweezers to hang on to that so I don't burn my fingers. So I've got the heat tool here. Let's heat this powder up. Deborah's going to make a few cards today. Fantastic. I've got a little bit of crafting I need to get done today too, so my husband's coming home some point today as well. He's been away for 3 or 4 days helping my daughter move, so it'll be nice to have him home. There we go. So we've got all our elements ready to go. Alright, so we have our layers here ready to go. Pool Party and our DSP. I'm actually using the 2 different sides. So I'm going to glue those ones together just with some liquid glue. That one doesn't look like there's much in it, so let's grab another one. Oh. Maybe they all froze over overnight. It was so cold last night. Let's see if that worked. If not, I'll go and get another one out. Okay, I'm going to grab a new one. 1 second. Okay, one way of solving it is to grab a new one out. So the Pool Party has a nice little edging all the way around. Just like that. Our second one. Perfect. Now our next one that we want to actually pop down is the window sheet. It's picked up a little bit of mess off my desk. And as you can see, there's a real nice amount of area sort of halfway between the top and the bottom. This will help that you're not sort of struggling to pop them down into place. And what I want to do is I'm going to add, with the window sheet, I recommend tear and tape or a tape runner. I don't recommend liquid glue. It will take a lot longer to dry using liquid glue, and it just is really, really slippery. So if you've got tape runner or tear and tape, that I think is the best way to get this down. Securing that down there, and then I'm actually going to secure this down to my card base as well, and this will make it easier to stick the bottom one down. There we go. So we're just sandwiching the window sheet down in between our cardstock and DSP. So let's line this up so it's got a nice, oops, bit on either side. And And then with this one, I'm actually going to add a little bit of tear and tape to the top of my basic white. So lining up with the bottom of my card base. There we go. And that will hold that one. I can even put another little piece. I probably should have put 2 pieces there. I can lift this up. And then this one's just going to go straight over the top, hiding that window sheet. That flickering is so bad. I'm so sorry, everyone. I should have checked my phone earlier to make sure it was charging. It's one of those new charging devices that has a clock in attached with it. It's my husband's. I should have just attached it to the wall like I normally do. Obviously didn't have it sitting on it properly. Alright, so let's line this one up. Awesome. All right. Now we can layer up our pieces. As you can see how you can see through that? So if you have that down on the card and you open it up, it's just slightly ugly. I don't like the look of that, so we're going to glue the 2 hippos together. You don't have to do it, personal preference. But that's pretty easy to do. And then we're going to layer up all our pieces here. Like so. All right. So I'm securing from that pool party piece our heart there. Oh my goodness. It's sticky glue. It has to go everywhere, doesn't it? Okay, I've got glue on the bottom. You only want to add glue to the bottom piece where our DSP is. You don't want to pop glue where our window sheet is, otherwise you're going to see it. Okay. And the same here. Just pushing that all down. I've got a little bit of glue here, but that'll dry fairly clear, so I'm not going to worry too much about that. And then we can pop her down. And I'm just going to add the glue to the bottom piece of her. A little bit more further up. While that's drying, I've also got a piece for the inside that we're seeing in the background here. Now, you can leave that white if you want to write in it. I thought it'd be better to write on the back of the cardstock, just so when you're giving the card out, you don't want to be seeing the writing inside. You could add another little hippo there, or presents, or just something little down the bottom that you're not going to see, or even at the top and bottom that you're not seeing through, so when they open it up it's a little surprise. That's always fun. All right, so that's that piece. Let me grab our embellishments here. Now these are the Fine Sparkle adhesive back gems, and these work really well because look how sparkly they are, so cute. And we're going to use the pool party, so they work really well with our colour scheme. And I'll pop another one. Another one there. Alrighty, so this is the card we're left with. A see-through window card using gorgeous Hippest Hippos, which I've said before, this is a free celebration item and you don't want to miss out on it because it's a super cute set. Now, if you're in need of any of the supplies that I've used on today's card, you can purchase them in my online store. There's links to those products on my blog, so you can go and check that out. There is the blog post link in the description of this video. Thank you, everyone. Oh, I'm glad that you like it. This flickering is so bad. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe, and I'll be back on Thursday with another video. So I'm back to doing Thursdays and Sunday mornings. So if you like what you've seen here today, please come back and join me. And thank you everyone for the thumbs up today as well. I really do appreciate all that. If you're interested in my party share, that is still on until the 14th of this month. So you've got another 4 days to sign up. $85 for a quarter share of all my DSPs in page 82 of the mini catalogue. It's going to be a fun paper share. It's not just paper. You're going to get 4 card kits with videos and PDF tutorials. So you're getting a little crafty inspiration with the paper share, which is always amazing. Okay, does anyone have any questions? I'm just going to quickly look through, make sure there's no questions. Oh, good morning, Carolyn. How are you? Okay, Rachel says the flickering stops when you have your hands over to the left-hand side. Weird. What kind of phone is it? It's an iPhone 12, Rachel. And my old, I think it's an 8, doesn't have the problem. It's crazy, but it didn't charge properly. So I've changed the settings. I've done all sorts of things that the iPhone says to fix it, and nothing works. So it's very distracting though. You're right though, something on the left here, it does stop. But I can't have my hand here all the time. That's the only thing. All right, everyone. I really look forward to seeing what you create using the window sheets. So if you want to join in, head over, or just create a project, take a photo of it, head over to my Facebook page. It'll be pinned to the top of my page, and you can pop your card in the comments there. If you're just after some inspiration, come and check that out anyway. See what all the ladies create. It's always fun to share what you're creating and to get a few ideas as well. All right. Thank you, everyone. I really appreciate your time here today. So have a wonderful rest of your weekend, and I'll see you all really soon. Okay. Bye-bye.